All right, guys. So me and you all here, you all Rex. We're gonna be talking about Logic versus Joyner. Before we go ahead and start talking about it, I just want to say that the reason why we're doing it live instead of recording it is just because we're gonna be engaging with you guys throughout, the topic. Another reason I brought you all into this is because he's a YouTuber as well. You all, what type of videos do you do? Just so they can know a
I
little bit.
I do commentary slash reaction. Just pretty much I just talk crap in front of the camera about things that I find online. Usually about like big YouTubers like Vicky and whoever's popular at the time, and we just discuss whatever they do and we make fun of them.
There we go. So that's what he does. His videos are really funny. So I definitely suggest you guys check him out. That'll be in the link of the description and things like that. But also another reason I brought him over is because when it comes to music, there are some artists that we both like, but then we always like disagree on certain artists. So I thought it'll be fun and kind of more beneficial for you guys to see not only just a one-sided, opinionated like video, but I also want you guys to see like, the perspective of somebody else. For everyone in the live stream, hello. We will be asking the live stream questions. This can be like a 30 minutes to an hour, hopefully like 30 minutes or so. But do you like any of these artists?
I like Joyner. I do not like Logic.
Is there a reason why you don't like Logic?
I feel like Logic is like a corny Kendrick Lamar. I feel like everything Logic does is super corny.
Okay. Okay. So he feels like, I mean, I kind of, so here's my thing with Logic. Like, I feel like he can spit bars, right? Like, honestly, I feel like he can spit bars and things like that. But I don't feel like he makes like a lot of music that I would just bump in the car. Like, Joyner is more of like a hype rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's why you kind of like Joyner, because you kind of don't like lyrics like that, right?
Yeah, but Joyner still makes pretty lyrical music. Like I'm not racist.
True, true. I'm not racist.
No. Like I'm letting you know that I'm not racist.
I kind of knew that. I kind of knew that was coming. Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess they have a beef going on, right? So, okay, so from what I understand, the beef started from like a song that they try to do with, I think, Tech Nine, if I'm not mistaken. But they have a beef going on, and I think the beef is kind of stupid, man. Do you know about the beef at all?
Yeah, something about his wife
Well,
or
I mean,
ex-wife.
it kind of got to that point, but they're beefing. Not 100% sure the reason for the beef, but it's basically the Sriracha song. Okay, so thank you, Giant Jets and Jay. So there was a Sriracha song that they both got on, and the beef started there somewhere. Uh, but I feel like it's so stupid on why they're beefing. Uh, and I feel like, okay, so Joyner Lucas came at Logic a lot of times. So like, you know what I
But
mean?
before you go any further, who made the Sriracha song?
The Sriracha song, I do believe it was if I'm not mistaken, it was Tech Nine, Logic, and Joyner Lucas on one song. So
Because
Jimmy's,
naming a song Sriracha sounds like such a Logic idea.
yeah.
Man, this song is so fire. It's gonna be Sriracha. That's probably what he said because he thinks he's fucking hot. Like you know.
No, but yeah, definitely it was Tech Nine's song.
Okay.
Um Jimmy said that Joyner Lucas begged Tech Nine to put Logic on the song, and Logic took ages to send the verse back, and it sucked anyways. Okay, so
I agree.
from a point, I can see why that would make somebody mad when you're trying to release a song and the artist is taking forever, right? And you're probably thinking like, "Oh shit, it's taking forever, so it's got to be lit," and it ends up being sucky. Um, but I think it's
You're
funny
better
though.
off not putting him on the album at all.
True. Mm. But I think it's funny the whole beef because I feel like Joyner Lucas, like everybody says this, I feel like Joyner Lucas is coming at Logic in all these songs and posts that he's making just because he wants attention, right? And a lot of
Yeah.
people are mad about that. And I'm like, how could you be mad at that? Like, that's the way to get seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't get mad at Joyner Lucas for that. But I am disappointed in Logic because I don't know if you've heard the song that he's supposed to be this Joyner in.
No, I haven't heard it yet. What happens?
Well, in the song, he goes to saying like he basically says like, I'm not gonna say your name because that's gonna give you more attention. That's all he says. He doesn't say Joyner's name, nothing. Like he basically acknowledges Joyner, saying like, you know, I know you want the attention, but I'm not gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? And I feel like as a rapper, if somebody disses you, you have to come back hard.
Or you can just do the Drake method.
The
Like,
Drake,
without a response, do you even exist?
true, you can do the Drake method, too, but I don't know. I just feel like Logic should have came after him, especially because I saw a tweet by Joyner saying like, wait, Bobby Valentino or something like that, or Tarantino broke up with his girlfriend, and he put like heart emojis, which is obviously not Logic's name. His name is Bobby, but not the last name. But I feel like the fact that he put that, it was such a shot at Logic.
Bobby Valentino, wasn't that like a singer from like the early 2000s?
Yeah, I think he said something about Bobby Valentino or Tarantino. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Mm. But I will say, like, I feel like the beef is stupid. Um, I feel like they definitely need to like take shots at each other or just back off, because it's obvious Joyner Lucas wants attention. But like, think about it, guys. Like, you all, what is Logic's biggest song that you can think of?
The Suicide Hotline, bro.
Exactly.
I don't know any Logic songs, bro.
No, you're completely right. Like, that's his biggest song. In the documentary that he did on Netflix, he says that I'm not that rapper. I'm not the 1-800 rapper. And it's like, I feel like he is. Like,
You named the song 1-800 Suicide Hotline. Like, he made a song about Rick and Morty, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Bro, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I heard it somewhere. And even though it might not be true, I wouldn't put it past them to make a song about Rick and Morty.
I just feel like
What?
yeah, like I said, like Logic, I won't deny it. Logic has lyrics, he has creativity, but he doesn't make rap songs for me. Like, I like some of his songs, I will admit that. Some of his songs I feel like they're dope lyrically, but they're not songs that I can like vibe to or play at at a party, or show to my friends like, yo, listen to this.
Oh, I remember now. One time I was in the car with this guy. His name was Mike. And there was a girl that he was driving her somewhere, and I was in the back seat with my other friend.
Okay.
And she was like, yo, Logic is this new rapper. This was when Logic like first was on the come up. This was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
And so she plays a bunch of Logic songs, and he's singing his heart out about this girl that broke his heart.
Okay.
And her name was Nikki. Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, this guy's really heartbroken. And then at the end of the song, he goes, that's why I quit using you, nicotine.
Wow.
Oh, dude, I farted because I had I needed a reason to laugh that wasn't at that. So I farted, and then everybody in the car laughed. Like, I gave everybody a reason because it was so hard not to laugh when we found out that the song was about cigarettes and not really a girl named Nikki.
I mean, yeah, Logic is like that. Iga is saying that. Well, a lot of people are saying that I guess, Logic was on Rick and Morty, bro.
Oh, he was in Rick and Morty?
Now I remembered. He did it, like, I think he was reaching out to them and he wanted to do any of their voices.
Did he?
I guess, yeah. I guess.
I mean, that's cool. Like, I'm not shitting on that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, I'll give it to him. Like, his grind is unstoppable. But I feel like Joyner, to be honest, for me at least, I feel like Joyner is better, right? And I respect the fact that he's coming at Logic for, and it's completely one thing that people don't understand. I feel like people think this beef is real. People think that, like, it's so real that people are gonna, people think that it's so real that if they see each other, they're gonna fight, and that's not the case at all. It's just your typical rap, like, you know what I mean, like Meek Mill and Drake type of shit. They were never gonna fight.
Bro, I don't know, bro. Drake kind of put this man on suicide watch. All the stories that I heard that was happening behind the scenes, like, wow, Drake really went at this man's like mental health.
Right.
Like I don't know if this is true. I wasn't there, obviously, but I remember like hearing it from like maybe academics like a couple years ago when Back to Back came out.
Okay.
That's what the song's called, right? Back to Back.
Yeah, back to back. Hey, Jasmine.
Anyway, so Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj were in a room in this like luxury like hotel suite, and he got the room right above his, and he blasted it all night long. Like
That's
not
savage.
stop blasting back to back,
That's
knowing
savage.
damn well the guy's in the room below yours, so he hears it.
That's savage.
Yeah, and like the song wasn't even out yet, so it's like Meek Mill knew.
This was coming out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Iga says, well, Benjamin, to your point, that's why we're doing this live, right? We obviously don't know all the facts. That's why we're doing it live, so we can communicate with you guys, obviously. Iga says Logic's midnight is mid equals half and night equals black. So half black. Well, that's creative as hell. Tyler says that Logic has better lyrics, a better flow, and is more creative than Joyner. Logic made Bobby Tarantino 2 in a week, and he has multiple albums already made. Okay. Better lyrics. He's more.
Is Tarantino his last name, or is he like throwing homage at?
No, Tarantino's not his last name. Not from what I know. I feel like Joyner, to be honest. Okay, yeah, they're both creative. I'll give them that. They're both creative, 100%. Logic is bigger by far, right? But he made a song about 1-800. You know what I mean?
I guess Logic is creative for like 16-year-olds. Like that's. I'm too old to give a crap about these things, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Like pastel colors and funny little lyrics. I guess Logic is creative for people that just found out about creativity.
I feel like yeah, like Logic, I feel like Logic is good, right? Lyrically, like he's good. But I feel like Logic fan base, which is nothing wrong with this when I say this. Obviously at all, nothing wrong with this. But I feel like his fan base are for people that are really going through shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That can relate. He makes relatable topics that rappers don't want to talk about. Obviously, the suicide song. I feel like he represents another type of people. You know what I mean? People that are going through shit. Whereas in Joyner, you have Joyner Lucas, who has the lyrics, but he also has like this new rapper flow in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There
like,
you go. Yes.
He's more up to date. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like just how have you heard his 21 Savage remix that he did to the bank account?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He killed that shit.
I feel like if Lil Wayne would have not released his like right as soon as he made his, everybody would be bumping to Joyner Lucas instead of 21 Savage and Lil Wayne's remix.
I don't know. I feel like Joyner Lucas remix is better than Lil Wayne's remix.
It's up there. Like personally, I don't think so, but I can see why you say so. Like it's way better than the 21 Savage version. Way better.
What up, Mad Flows? What up, Corey? So right now we're gonna take a time. I want to know, what do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think about the beef? Do you guys think that the beef is stupid? Do you think the beef is real to the point that they'll actually exchange hands? Because I honestly don't think it's that real. Again, the beef is not that existent when Logic is really not, I guess, talking about it in a way.
Yeah.
But let's see. Steve says Logic is corny. He talks about the same things a lot. Joyner has a better flow and is I can't say that word, okay? Revolutionary, I got it. And Joyner has him beat in bars too. As far as corny, like I said, like I don't feel like Logic is corny. I do like a lot of his songs.
Logic is a white version of Hobson.
But Logic is half white and half black.
So but to me, like, okay, but Logic looks white to me, so therefore he's white. Like Logic has that privilege.
Okay.
Not like you might be black, but you look white, so therefore, to the person that doesn't know what you are.
Okay, well, I see that Jimmy said that Joyner wouldn't do a show with Dizzy, right? Because Logic and Dizzy are friends. So if that's true, that's pretty fucking stupid from Joyner. What do you think?
Is Dizzy Wright the guy from the Hobson camp?
Yeah, Dizzy Wright, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I feel like Joyner is really taking it seriously, but Logic is like avoiding conflict.
Well, I remember hearing about it or reading about something that Logic is mad. I mean, Joyner Lucas is mad because he feels like Logic is taking this biracial thing from Joyner, like rapping about being half white and half black. And I don't know, like I don't know, like I feel like it's stupid. This beef is completely stupid from Joyner's side. Logic is doing the smart thing business wise, right, by not mentioning Joyner. But here's why. All right, and you guys let me know what you think about it. Yo, let me know what you think about it. The fact that Logic didn't mention Joyner's name, right, or
Yeah,
hasn't come out with a straight diss to Joyner, I feel is because he knows if he does that, Logic has a bigger fan base. He knows that by doing that, it's gonna give Joyner Lucas recognition. Obviously, that's how the
exactly.
and the thing is, like, you're only afraid to do that. You're only afraid of giving somebody recognition if you know that everyone tuning in would fuck with them more than they fuck with you.
Yeah, yeah. So like, and I feel like Joyner knows that. I feel like Joyner is like my fan base is literally Logic's fan base, and I can take them.
Right, exactly. Like he's just basically
I
just
just
like
need a response from him first. Like they gotta know that I exist.
right, right. So that's why I feel like Logic is not coming out. You know what I mean? Straight out dissing with him. And speaking of coming out, I have to say something too. But Trevor asked the question: how do you guys think that Joyner and Logic will get things figured out, and do you think they will ever do a song after they beef? Um, damn, yo, you want to answer that? Or like, what do you think about that?
Wait, what?
Like,
I can hear.
like how they're asking, like, how do we think that they're gonna, if they're gonna figure it out, and if they will ever do a song after they beef, after their beef?
Of course they will.
You feel like it?
Of course, so bro, it's only going to benefit them both,
Uh, damn, I don't know. So from what everyone is saying, I feel like they're not gonna do a song together ever, just
bro.
because Joyner's taking it serious, like in personal.
It's like I'm saying, if Ja Rule wants to revive his career, he has to have a song with 50 Cent.
But I can't see that, bro. I
Like,
can't see that either.
but like that's the only way.
Okay, so I mean, business wise is the smartest thing to do, but like then you have here where Joyner Lucas literally turned down a song with Dizzy Wright just because Dizzy Wright and Logic are friends. So if he took it to that level, why would he do a song with Logic? Somebody put "Laugh My
Why
Ass
is he
Off"
so
Ja
mad at
Rule.
Logic though?
I don't know. Does anybody know exactly why he's so mad at Logic? Because
Yeah,
I read so many things online. You know, like, oh, this and that, this and that, this and that. Some people are saying that he's mad because Logic, all he raps about is being biracial. Somebody else is saying this about that song that they did with Tech Nine. But obviously, that mad to start a
Oh,
beef.
dude, no. He denied a tour, not a song, which is
He did.
worse.
Oh, he
That's
denied
even
a
more money.
tour. He
Yeah,
denied
that's
a
even
complete
more money,
tour. Oh
bro.
my goodness. Oh my. So he denied a tour, right? A tour. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't really think about it, a tour not only pays you, but it opens opportunities. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna get those people's fans. Like Logic and NF and Kyle are on tour right now, and it's Logic's tour. So think about it. People that have never heard of NF or Kyle, but they have heard of Logic, they're gonna see NF and Kyle open up for Logic, and if they like them, that's more fan base for them. So to deny a tour over this stupid shit is absolutely stupid. It started with a Sarancha song. Is that how you say it? Yeah, he's mad because
Uh,
the verse sucked.
yeah, okay. Well, there's a lot of reasons to be mad.
Oh shit. Oh damn, that complete. You see what Iga just
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He did make an "I'm Sorry" song where it was about suicide, and that came out way before Logic's suicide song. So that completely fucking makes sense. 100. Like that would piss me off too. It would piss me off, especially since Logic's song blew up and Joiners did it to the point
Yeah,
that
but like
Logic's
if you
did it.
really cared about suicide, you wouldn't be mad how many people make songs about it. So,
But that's the thing. I don't. I feel like in a way they do care about suicide, but in a way they did it to obviously speak about a subject and get some views off of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, like, so here's the thing, right? I don't know if you've seen the interview, okay? And then, I don't know if you guys have seen the interview where Logic was like on radio, and they're like, "Yo, you're swole." Like Logic looked like he's been working out, and I think he has. And then they brought it up to him, and then he says, "I'm the happiest I ever been physically and mentally." So yo, he was just recently married. He's going through a divorce.
Yeah.
So why do you think he would say that he's the happiest he's ever been?
Maybe the marriage was toxic.
You feel like that?
Yeah, dude.
But then they also spoke about it on Twitter that they still love each other and they're still gonna support each other.
I don't know why Logic even had to go online and do all that bullshit. Like when he was going through that divorce, I was like, why are you writing this? Like this is your personal life, bro. Keep it to yourself. You don't gotta let the world know every thought you have of every second of the day.
Well, he also said that because they asked him in the radio station why the like divorce. And then he's like, that's just something that I'm gonna keep to myself. Like we put our relationship out in the open, and that's something we're gonna keep to ourselves. And he did say that, but here's my thoughts on it, right? And people are gonna get mad. I feel like Logic is gonna come out and say that he's gay.
Yeah, you think so?
I feel it's not a laughing matter, but I do feel like it because I think about it, right? Logic is making these songs about suicide, and he's so strong about equality, right? Like every person, no matter gay, straight, biracial, this and that, is equal. Like that's his whole thing, right? Positive. And here is a girl that he was so in love with, supposedly. He bought her a car, bro. Do you not see how he bought her a car in Christmas? He bought her a car, and then months later they're getting a divorce, and he says he's the happiest he's ever been. I feel like she caught him in a gay act, which again, nothing wrong with like gay people at all or the gay community. But I feel like that's what happens. I feel like she either caught him doing something like that or somebody's laughing. I feel like he got caught doing that, or he opened up, he couldn't take it no more, and he told her, and that's why he's the happiest he's ever been. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
You think he got caught lacking like that, bro?
I don't know, not lacking. I feel like he probably opened up to her.
Oh, I'm gay, and
Yeah,
I'm
like,
well with the world now.
I feel like it. That's the only thing. I really feel like Logic is either gay or bisexual. Again, nothing wrong with it.
I hope he is, because I would love to see his fans react to this, like how his fans would take it. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Let's go to the chat. What do you guys think?
Would you still like Logic if Logic was gay?
Yeah, would you guys still like Logic?
He just likes men now. That's it.
Yeah, if Logic was gay, like, would people listen to him? You know what I mean? Would people listen to him? I'm not 100% sure, and it's fucked up if people don't listen to him because he's still the same person.
But I feel like a lot of people would just stop fucking with him because, he's gay.
Hold on, somebody just said, "Isn't Sam Smith gay?" I'm not 100%
Is Sam Smith a rapper?
No, Sam Smith is the singer, bro. I think.
Oh, I feel like being a singer is fine. You can be as gay as you want, but you can't be a gay rapper. Like that doesn't work.
Okay, so Tyler said,
I'm more than convinced half of these new rappers would kiss a man, but you can't outright say it.
Well, I mean, okay. So here's the thing: Yoel loves Young Thug. Okay, sidetrack, like side note, he loves Young Thug, right? Like he thinks Young Thug is slept on.
Hard. Young Thug is one of the greatest artists of our generation, and we're sleeping so hard. Do you know how blessed we are to be born at the same time to be able to listen to Young Thug? Blessed.
Yeah, but, okay, so what Giant Jester just said, right? Have you seen what these rappers are wearing, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Young Thug wears dresses. He paints his nails. He calls other guys hubbies.
Yeah, there's
right?
booze.
So, it's like, but then again, it's like, I'm not sure what's going on. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but it's like, if these rappers are gay, just come out and say it. Stop trying to, like, make, like, oh, I'm doing this because I feel comfortable. No, like, if you're gay, you're gay. You know what I mean?
No, well, like, I feel like Young Thug realizes that, like, it sparks up conversation, and it makes people uncomfortable, and they want to talk about him.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Now, I just feel like Logic is gay, or at least bi, and he's gonna come out eventually. It's just like, I feel like he's a great person. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he's a great person. But guys, think about it. Why did he say he's the happiest he's ever been mentally and physically now that he's divorced? with the girl that was supposed to be the love of his life. It makes no sense. And then they also are continuing to support each other and love each other. Think about it. Why break up if you still love each other? And you literally just bought her a car a few months ago. And doing like, if you look at Logic's YouTube, he does so much for his girlfriend where he brought like a band to just sing to her. Like, I feel like he was in love with the idea of being in love. You know what I mean?
You don't think he was in love with the idea of the person that he had in his mind, but he wasn't in love with the person that was really there.
Okay, well, somebody just said I don't think Logic is gay. I think his wife was a gold digger. I do agree with that gold digger thing.
When did he meet his wife? Was it before or after the rapping? Was it before or after he had that viral video where he says, "I don't go out. I just stay home and work on my music. I don't go out. I don't experience life. I just stay home, bro, because everyone's fake." Do you remember that video? That's when I stopped fucking with Logic. I was like, this man is a loser.
I feel like she did get with him after he was getting not fame like he has now, but he did have a little fame. Like, correct me if I'm wrong for all the Logic fans here watching, but I do think that he has some type of fame where he was doing shows already. And because he found her, like, it was weird how he found her. He went through Twitter, went through like so many loops to find this girl. He met her in his Under Pressure days around 2014. So I feel like,
and he married her?
Yeah, I feel like that was when he was kind of blowing up. So yeah, so I feel like she used him. She probably used him. Logic says that they're cool and friends, yet she unfollowed him. They are not friends anymore. 100% sure it's just a way to get hate off. Okay. Tristan Muscat. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but okay. Now, thank you, Corey.
I think he's mad at me because I'm making fun of Logic.
Yeah, guys. So this is the one thing, right? I brought you on this live stream because me and Yoel have different taste in music for the most part, and he's not one of those people that is gonna be like, yeah, I like Logic just because he knows that's what people want to hear. I want you guys to be able to see my point of view, his point of view, and also I want to see your guys' input on this, right? Which is why we're still doing this live. If not, we would have recorded this and uploaded it on YouTube. This will be on YouTube tomorrow morning as well, but it's going to be live. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to go live every Sunday. I'll let you guys know about that later. But let's switch it back to Joyner now, right? So one thing I like about Joyner so here's the thing, right? Logic just admitted to smoking weed. Do you even know that he smoked, Joel?
No, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, I mean, he stopped smoking for a bit, and now he says that he smokes.
Okay.
Huh?
I mean, I drink coffee.
Nothing wrong with smoking.
Who cares?
There's nothing wrong with smoking, but like one thing I do like about Joyner, I feel like Joyner does a lot of drugs. I know he smokes for sure, but he did get on radio. Because have you heard his song "Mask Off"? His remix?
No, I have not.
He goes by starting to say like, I don't take no Molly Percocet. You know what I mean? So he's letting you know. And he said in the interview that he hates how these rappers are kind of talking about the drugs. You know what I mean? Like kind of like advertising that drug taking is okay. Right? But
yeah, dude, it's super crazy, actually.
But he also admitted that he's like, there's nothing wrong. Like everybody has their own drug, but keep it to yourself. Stop trying to advertise it to kids. Because at the end of the day, his kids are like playing these songs and going out and getting addicted just because their favorite rapper is saying it.
Just because they want to be cool, like the favorite rapper. Like, how many people do you think's life went down the drain just because popping Xanax is cool?
Yeah, like look at who's that rapper that just OD'd?
Lil Peep.
Lil Peep. You know, Lil Peep was one of those rappers rapping about how many like drugs he took, and he basically died.
Yeah, but Lil Peep's whole persona was. I feel like Lil Peep is a bad example.
No, but what I'm saying is just, I know what you mean, but like I'm just saying like advertising drugs like that. Like for example, I smoke. For those of you guys that didn't know, I smoke. Right?
What?
Yeah, you knew.
Oh my god.
I smoke, but I don't like advertising it. You'll never see me smoking on stream. You'll never see me doing this and that. I don't like to advertise it, and there's people that even hit me up, like, and if his kid hitting me up, he's like, hey, do you smoke weed? I'm just gonna say no. the devil's lettuce. And that's just because I don't want to be an influence to having somebody pick up a drug because I do it, you know?
Oh,
That's
if
just
it's
me.
weed, I feel like it's okay. Like, you know what, kids smoke weed. It's cool.
Eh,
Whatever your
not if
parents
they're
say about weed,
teenagers. I feel like not if they're
you're
teenagers.
wrong.
I feel like kids don't have the mentality to make that decision yet. You know what I mean? Whether they want to smoke or not. That's just me though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but like their parents smoke, so it's whatever.
yeah, but I don't know. But as far as this whole beef between Logic and Joyner though, I at least weed is natural. Yeah, you're right, Giants. It is completely right about that. It just I wouldn't advertise it to people just because that's something I keep to myself. You know what I mean? It's just like if you were a rapper who cuts, right? You cut yourself. And think
Mm-hmm.
about it. You're making songs about cutting yourselves. Like cutting is cool. I cut myself to ease the pain away. You're gonna have your fans cutting themselves whenever they're in pain. You see what I mean?
So like, what if you're sick and tired of your fans, right?
I already know where you're gonna go with this. I don't know, but yes, as far as Logic and Joyner, the beef goes, to get back on topic, I feel like it's stupid. I feel like Logic and Joyner can't really be compared. Logic, I like Logic's older stuff. Joyner, every song I listen from Joyner is a fucking banger, right? And like, look, Logic, who has Logic made songs with that have been like really big or that worked well together? Not really big, but what are some features that Logic has gotten on that everything flows right?
He had the that movie with the super villains
The
on
movie?
DC. What's the movie called? Like the Joker was in it. Um, a bunch of super villains.
Okay. Well, Tyler says Elton John, but did they flow well together? Like, was the song like
Logic has a song with
good?
Elton John. Are you serious?
I guess. Indica Badu with Wiz Khalifa. But did they flow together? Like, and what I mean by that is like, okay, what I mean with did they flow together is if he created another song with Elton John or another song with Wiz
Suicide
Khalifa.
Squad. Yeah, yeah. The movie's called Suicide Squad.
Okay.
He was on the song that was featured for Suicide Squad.
No, but what I mean is like, if he's okay, like a not a feature, but like a feature artist with him.
Yeah, yeah. Like he was on the
So
song with, like Lil Wayne and all them.
right, so if you think about Logic, right, and you think about Logic hopping on the song with Elton John, Wiz Khalifa, Sam Smith, Benny and the Jets, if he hopped on with any of those artists again, would he be able to make another banger with those artists, right?
Yeah,
You think so?
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Like
I
you
feel like
think that they can
Logic
make
is
a
a
whole
talented enough artist to like make bangers.
you think he'll be able to make a whole project with the same artist?
Logic?
Yes. So let's say
Probably not.
Logic and Wiz Khalifa. You guys think that Logic and Wiz Khalifa can make a whole project together?
No.
I feel like Logic would run out of things to say. I feel like there's two different artists, but then you take Joyner Lucas and Chris Brown that are working on a project together right now, and I feel like Logic can't do what Joyner Lucas is doing, and at the same time, Joyner Lucas can't do what Logic did. You know what I mean? Like, and the only reason I hate to bring race into this because Joyner is half white and half black, and so is Logic, right? But what
Yeah,
is the
Warner
difference?
looks black.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas looks more black than Logic does. You have Drake, who's half white and half black. You have J. Cole, who's half white and half black. You have Joyner Lucas, who's half white and half black. What are they all different in? It's the fact that out of all those rappers I just mentioned that are half white and half black, they all look more black than white. And Logic looks more white, right? So I feel when he did that Suicide song, it blew up because he looks white. And I
You feel like
hate
the white people that are going through the suicidal thoughts
yes, I
connected with
like
it? Of
yeah,
course.
that's the only reason I feel like it blew up because Joyner Lucas, like we all talked about it, Joyner Lucas did the same thing, right? And I actually liked Joyner Lucas' "I'm Sorry" video, right? It's perfectly the way he did it. If you listen to it, the first time I reacted to it, I didn't really get the subject matter, but afterwards I did. But the fact that he looks black, like he looks like your typical black rapper with neck tattoos and tattoos for
Yeah.
America, for corporate America, that was not it was not something that they wanted to show every kid. You know what I mean? it wasn't as marketable as having Logic in the video. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Because I feel like it sucks, but we do live in that world where like it has to be like marketable in the corporate America, or it's not gonna go anywhere. And I feel like that's the only reason that Logic's song about suicide blew up, whereas in Joyner Lucas didn't really blow up from that song.
Yeah, because it's more acceptable for a white guy to talk about suicide than it is for like I 100% agree.
Like, I just feel like that's what it is.
Has to be it, man. And like, I don't know if I was with you when that song came out, the 1-800 song. But I remember that the song came out and I was like, what is this? And then I typed in the number. And before I typed in the number on Google, I told myself, this is probably the suicide hotline.
Right.
And it was. Like, Logic is so predictable, bro.
Right. I mean, so here's the thing I have to
can't.
You can't?
Dude. Like, it makes my butthole cringe. Like, I can't.
For those that are like disliking the video just because we may be talking shit about Logic, that's one thing about like me at least. Like, I'm gonna be honest, right? And that's why you guys don't see a lot of Logic reactions, right? If I react to a certain song and I don't fuck with them to the point, like I'm not gonna react to it more and more. Like I do like Logic as a lyricist. I feel like he's dope. I just don't feel like I can listen to the songs over and over. Whereas in Joyner Lucas, bro, I'm waiting for a freaking bank account and that Gucci Gang remix and all his other remixes to go on Spotify or something so that I can play them in my car.
No, that's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen, unfortunately. But like, he's that dope of an artist to the point that I can listen to him anytime. Somebody said it's because Joyner wasn't known. Logic was known when 1-800 came out.
That's true. That's true too. Like I feel like if Joyner was more known, the song would have reached further.
That's 100% true.
And that's what sucks about like this whole like fame bullshit, bro. Because like you can have the greatest idea of all time,
right?
And if you release it before you're big, you just wasted it.
Yeah, you're completely right about that. And I actually had this conversation with somebody the other day that, you know, it's like a YouTuber as well. She does content, right? She has like 1,000 something subscribers. She reached out to me asking for help. And the reason, like when people reach out to me and asking for help, I have a lot of people asking me for help. I click on their profile first to see what they're doing. You know what I mean? If I feel like if it looks like they only have 20 subscribers, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like I literally would still help if they have real good content, right?
Or if the like you can like the content isn't good, but like that's only because there's nobody like, you know, like helping them or telling them what to do in order for the content that's already there to be better.
Exactly. Like yeah, you're 100% right. Like they don't have guidance and things like that.
Yeah.
Right? So well, back to where like you were saying how, you know, if you're not big and you release something great, it sucks that it might not see the day of light, right?
Exactly.
And it sucks for Joyner because he did release that song, but because he wasn't as popular as Logic was when he released it. It was just one of those situations that he released it at the wrong time.
Exactly. And you can't re-release it because everyone's gonna rag on you.
Exactly. But then look at Logic's success, right? So like obviously he released it at the right moment. I feel like if Joyner were to release that song after I'm Not Racist, boom, would have been crazy because I'm Not Racist blew up. That I'm Not Racist song blew up, and I feel like if he would have waited to do the I'm Sorry after that, then it would have blown up even to another level.
I highly agree.
Yeah, like that girl that contacted me, she was saying like how, you know, she's like, I'm having an issue where I have like a friend who basically we're like real friends. Like they're actually real friends, just like me and you all. Me and you all are actually friends. We live in the same city, guys, and we just so happen to both do YouTube. But yeah, so it's like they were actually friends, and the other girl has like 30 something thousand subscribers, right? But she's copying ideas from her. So it's like you see it all the time in music and YouTube and even Vine a lot, where you have somebody up here and somebody down here. This person will follow the person below them and start copying their content.
Yeah.
And this girl down
You know
here
who
that's
does
not
that
supposed
though? Like,
to.
you know who does that in like rap music?
Who?
Drake.
Drake
Drake
does
has
that.
been caught stealing from smaller artists.
He does do that. You're completely right.
Hey, bro, that's how Drake stays on top.
You're right. He does
That's
do
how
that.
Drake stays on top, bro. He
He
steals
does
everything.
do that. Like 100% does that. Like he
Yeah.
does. And I mean, like, it sucks, but it is what
Hotline
it is.
Bling. His
Hotline
biggest hit was Cha Cha from what's his name?
Was it?
The broccoli guy. Fuck, what's his name?
Oh fuck, I forgot his name. But I know what you're talking about.
Dram.
Okay.
His name's
Dram.
Dram.
Yep.
Yeah. So Dram went to Toronto and performed the song Cha Cha, and people were booing him on stage, saying, "Yo, why you? That's not your song. That's Hotline Bling." When literally the song came out before Hotline Bling, and Drake stole it. Like there's so many arguments out there that like prove
it happens a lot. Like, yeah, it happens a lot.
but
Shadow
it happens
Films.
too often to Drake. It happens too often to Drake for it to be a coincidence.
It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Shadow Film says that you love both Logic and Joyner. I love Logic's older stuff before he signed. Like, before he signed, I definitely love his older stuff because I like Logic, and like he comes off as a nice guy. Like, it's so hard to hate Logic, right? Because he comes off as a nice guy, but I feel like he's a dick sometimes. Because he was talking about a situation, right? I don't know if you probably didn't hear about this. There was a situation where he was in a radio station and he's talking about how he pulled up to a drive-thru of a McDonald's or something, whatever it was, and the guy pulled out a phone and tried to take a picture of him, right? Logic said that he snatched the phone from him. He's like, "Hey, how are you doing? What's your name?" He says that he was trying to teach a guy manners, right? Which is cool and everything, and it can probably get annoying having. But I feel like that was a dick move.
Time, maybe, you know.
Yeah, like you sign up for that. You know, you sign up for people all up in your face at all times, and I understand that you're trying to sit there and basically show this guy some proper manners. But it's like, bro, you're a celebrity. You signed up for people having cameras in your face. You can't get aggravated at that. You know
Yeah, but I mean, what if he found out that like his dad got like testicular cancer that same like 5 minutes? Like anything could have happened, bro. Like, it's so easy to say that you signed up for this, but you never know what's on the other side.
Well, I mean, he said that he didn't say it in a big way. Yeah.
I mean, I would have apologized though if like later, like I would have been like, "Hey, I just had a very bad day, and whoever that person was, I apologize. I was in the wrong."
You're right.
After you calm down, you know.
Ooh, I just saw a comment that I want to talk about. Joyner hasn't really dropped anything classic worthy. I completely 100% disagree on that.
His bank account remix is like,
it's a classic. Yeah,
yeah, what Lil Wayne used to do to other people's beats.
Yeah, kill the beat. That's what that's classic worthy right there. And on top of that, I'm Not Racist will forever be talked about. Like, that's classic worthy. Like, think about it. What is classic worthy that Logic has dropped before, except for the Suicide song? What other classic worthy song? And by classic worthy, I hope that you're meaning like a song that can be played years later. Like, I still listen to Lil Wayne's, like, you know, like his mixtapes from back in the day. Like, I still will listen to them. Those are classic worthy songs to me. Like, those are like, people still play those type of Lil Wayne's. So somebody commented about the topic we were just talking about. Tyler said he was ordering food and then the guy put his phone in his face and he took the phone and said, "Do you want to take a picture?" Because it's rude to shove your phone in someone's face. It is rude, but again, it's like, it's what you sign up for. You know what I mean? It's what you sign up for. Joyner Lucas.
But there's still people, bro. Like, I feel like that's a normal reaction.
Yeah?
Yeah. It could have been way worse. He could have slammed the phone. Like, that's something that Kanye would do.
Okay, so somebody just said Logic by Ballin is a classic song. So what we're going to do is I'm going to look up Logic Ballin right here on YouTube real quick. I want to see what views it has. So Logic Ballin featuring Castro has 47 million. That was uploaded 4 years ago, okay? Joyner Lucas bank account remix, okay?
Before you look it up, how much do you think it has?
I just looked it up.
Okay. All right, so since you know, I'm going to say 100 million.
Far off.
Far off?
It has 28 million in 5 months, though. Logic has, and that song Ballin', Logic has 47 million. So Logic has 19 more million views on his Balling, but it was in 4 years. Logic's, Joyner Lucas Bank Account Remix has 28 million in 5 months. So to say that he doesn't have classic worthy songs is, and it's not his original. So I'll give him that. So let's just look up Joyner Lucas, right? Let's see his original songs.
Yeah, original songs. You're right.
Okay, original songs. We'll compare it to his original songs, and then we'll go from there to see if he has classic worthy songs.
But I feel like he won't, because I feel like people don't stream him like that.
Well, his I'm Not Racist, 68 million.
Okay.
Way more than Logic's Ballin'. And again, in 5 months, not 4 years. So, in a way, people do say Logic is bigger, but really? Logic, I don't know. What do you think?
Logic is bigger.
You think Logic? Logic is bigger. But take away the Suicide song.
Stream. They don't go to YouTube to listen to songs,
Okay, but take away the Suicide song. If you guys take away the 1-800-Suicide Hotline song, is that what it is? Right? Yeah. If you guys take away that song, who's bigger? Taking away that song, who's bigger? Logic or Joyner? I'm not sure.
Because Joyner just has that one I'm Not Racist song.
True. Logic is bigger and has a more loyal fan base. He does have a more loyal fan base. I'm Not Racist was cost media took it by storm. Yeah, but that's the whole point, right? So what Ika just said, I'm Not Racist is bigger because the media took it by storm, right? Completely agree. But that's why Logic's song for the Suicide Hotline is so big, because the media took it by storm.
Yeah, the media started talking about suicide.
That's why it got so big. Because of that.
And then people that lost a loved one to suicide, or people that are going through those thoughts, or people that think they're all going to listen to it because it's relatable. We all get sad.
So here's one thing I got to talk about, right? Again, Logic and Joyner. Logic's Suicide song, at least from speaking to friends or even reading online or talking to anybody online, nobody really picked apart the song. Nobody had anything negative to say. They had questions. Nobody had anything negative to say. But when it came out to Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist, everyone had to put their own input in.
Oh, bro.
I don't like the way that you portrayed black men. Or I don't like the way that you portrayed white men.
Yeah, dude. Like, I liked it. I liked the way that he portrayed white men until he made that white man say the N-word. Like, why, bro?
But why? Because white men do say the N-word.
Asians say the N-word, but, like, why'd you have to portray him like that? Like, I know a lot of white people that would have said exactly what that white person would have said in that video. They just wouldn't have included that racial slur.
Okay, let's stop here. Don't mention a name. All right, you all don't mention a name, but we do have a friend, right, who says the hard ER a lot. And he's laughing because he knows who it is. I'm not gonna mention his name or nothing, but he says the hard ER. Is he racist? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think he's racist. He just does it as a joke, which is kind of fucked up. But everyone who plays games does it.
I feel like he is. Like, but I feel like racism is like a spectrum. Like, you can be very racist, or you can just be a little bit racist. You know? And I feel like he's a little bit racist.
Yeah, he might be a little bit racist. But we're not going to mention his name. He might be a little bit racist, right? But a lot of people say the N-word with the hard ER, right?
But once people say it as a joke, because they know it's offensive and it pisses people off. That's the only reason they say it. They don't say it because they really believe in slavery should be a thing.
Right, but one thing that Joyner did say, right, when he's being asked, like, yo, how come you didn't say this about black men? Or how come you didn't say this about the white man? And then he's like, if I would have said everything, it would have been like a 2-hour song, right?
Yeah.
And he just took, guys, think about it, right? How many white friends do you have that said most of the things that Joyner Lucas, I'm Not Racist, said? And how many black friends do you guys have that said the same thing?
You know what would be a sick idea, though? If an artist came out with an album with only one song on it, it's like 2 hours long.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be something different. Shattered Film says he felt Joyner did the song I'm Not Racist because he's referring to Logic as being racist. Don't think so. I don't think Logic is not racist at all.
I do see what he's saying. What if, like, the people arguing at each other are like Logic's brain arguing with himself? Because you know how Logic is half black and half white.
I feel like you smoked before you did this podcast because that makes no sense.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
It makes no
Logic is half
sense.
white and half black.
But why would you make a song about it?
That's because he's making a song about how Logic like fights in his head with himself.
Would you smoke?
Nothing.
I feel like you did.
Because
Because that if he did that, that would take so much.
I mean, he did.
All right.
What do you mean? The video still makes sense.
Yeah, Joyner and Lucas is mixed too, so
Or maybe it's Joyner Lucas's thoughts fighting each other.
I don't know. I like that I'm not racist.
Because he sees both sides. He sees the white side and the black side.
But does he really though? Does he really? Does he? Because I feel like Joyner, if a cop stops Joyner, they're seeing him as black. They're not gonna see him as white because he looks more black than he does white.
Do you feel like Joyner like identifies more with the black side?
Yes, I feel like Joyner's Lucas identifies more in the black community, and Logic and then identifies more in the white community.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like, in all honesty, I don't have one black friend that likes Logic, but they'll like Joyner. You know what I mean? I feel like it's so stupid though. Like, I feel like how people identify if they like a rapper or not is by the color of their skin. I feel like that's completely stupid. Because one of the best rappers to ever fucking do it is Eminem.
Yeah.
Ever fucking do it. So he's like, you can't claim to listen to a rapper or not listen to a rapper just because of their skin.
You know what, bro? My favorite rapper is drugs. Like the drugs these rappers take that make them be really good. That's who I'm a fan of.
You're a fan of the drugs that the rappers take.
Yeah.
Okay. Logic made a recent song named Every Day featuring Marshmello. Did I see it? Yes, I did see it. It was pretty good. I like that. That one was a song that I can vibe to. That one, have you heard that song? Every Day?
I think
I work hard every day.
Yeah.
I like that one. I'll give it to
you. But that's a very mainstream type of song.
Yeah, it's a mainstream song. Yeah, that's why I like it. Like,
there's nothing wrong with it, but like, I don't know. I feel like that's for some reason. Like I feel like the hip hop community like regards those type of songs as like taboo. Like you should never make a song with like Katy Perry. You should never make a song with Marshmello. You should never do these things because that's mainstream and that's fake.
I mean, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get paid.
I mean, yeah, of course, bro. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Are you serious?
Yeah, for sure. If somebody told me, yo, you say this in a song and you get 100% famous, I'm saying it. $3 million. I'm saying it.
Your fans might be a little bit upset for like a week, though.
They'll get over it. I know I'll get over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, so the type of... Okay, so you know why... before I say why, I want to know, why do you guys like... Okay, if you guys like Logic more than Joyner, please type why you like Logic more than Joyner. If you like Joyner over Logic, let me know why you like Joyner more than Logic. And then me and you all will tell you why we like who we like more. For now, while you guys are typing that, somebody said, I really wish Logic would go bar for bar with Joyner. Joyner would destroy him. Absolutely. Because Logic has bars, but he doesn't have battle bars, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a whole nother genre, right?
Yeah, that's a whole different genre of rap.
Like
think about it.
Logic can make good freestyles, but Joyner can, or Joyner can and Logic can't, you know, like
I feel like Joyner would say like, I'll spit him up and chew him out like fucking lunch food, nigga. Like I feel like Joyner Lucas would say some shit like that. You wonder why Joyner Lucas used to put his number in his titles or thumbnails, and Logic used to do the same exact thing. Damn. Not sure. I know that Joyner did have an album or a project where he did have the names. I mean, the number, a phone number. I'm not sure what the number was. Oh, the number was 4, actually, which is smart as fuck from Joyner. Did you see those songs that he had, UL?
No.
Joyner's songs would have, like, it was the name of the album was his phone number, and I got curious. I called his phone number, and it's Joyner Lucas. Is that one of those things? No, he doesn't pick up. It's just like his voicemail, kind of like Mike Jones, if you guys know who Mike Jones is. But it's smart because after that, he starts sending you texts whenever he releases a new video. He'll be like, hey, what's up, Carlos? It's Joyner. I just dropped a new hit with Chris Brown. It was just smart marketing. It's smart as hell.
Let's do it. Are you serious? This exists?
Yeah, this exists. Somebody said I like Joyner more because he welcomes to the competition. Well, he welcomes the competition.
Dude, I'd totally pay for something like this.
He's still stuck on the fact that there's a number that you can call to do that. Let me see. I've listened to the Logic for about 6 years, so I like him more. I hold on, what? I recognize Joyner is better, but I like Logic the most. Okay. You wish they would take it King of the Dot style. Like I said, I feel like if they go in a rap battle, Joyner's gonna destroy him. Joyner paints a better picture with his lyrics. Also, I like his rap style. Okay. You're right. I respect Logic talent. Just feel Joyner represents what rap should be about with meaningful messages, while also being competitive and cocky.
I personally feel like Joyner is more confident, while Logic screams like not confident.
I don't know. I feel like Logic is confident. I feel like he's confident in himself. Joyner's album was 508, 507, 2209. Yeah, so if you call that, I think it puts you like in a calling list and a texting list. I'll tell you, you want to say why you like Logic more?
Why I like Joyner more?
I mean, Joyner. You
Yeah.
saw how you corrected me so fast? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's just things like Joyner sounds like a way better version of Logic. Like if Logic was what, like, for me to like Logic, it would have to be smoother. It would have to be more confident. It would have to have beats that like are up to like date, you know, like.
Yeah.
And all these corny messages that I can't relate to. Like, I'm not a 16-year-old girl. Like, I'm not gonna be able to relate to these songs. Like, it's okay for me to listen to songs that just talk about, you know, like driving fast cars and spending money. I like that. I like to go brain dead. I don't want to be thinking about world poverty and how there's no equal rights for black people, even though it's 2018. Like, that's not something that I want to listen to. I already get enough of that on TV and on social media and everywhere I go. I have to constantly get reminded that like I'm privileged because I happen to be white, you know? Like, I don't want to hear this anymore.
You're right. Somebody compared Joyner to Joyner Lucas to Eminem. No, I don't think. No, can't do that.
Well, I will give him that. I think Joyner Lucas now is better than Eminem now. But Eminem, early Eminem, untouchable. Like this person is, nobody comes close.
You're right. As far as, this is why I like Joyner. All right, so I like Joyner for two reasons. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about his original songs. The reason I like Joyner for his original songs is because he also said this on a tweet, I think, that he's like, I could have been on Sway in the Morning. I could have been on The Breakfast Club. But he's like, I'm not just a rapper. I'm a, like, director. And what he meant by that, I feel like, is like, look at his videos and his original songs. They all have the message, right? From Frozen, where he talks about, like, you know, drinking and driving. And then other texting and driving and other subjects as well. He paints a picture and talks about his subject. He tries to better America, I guess. He tries to better the world with his songs. You know what I mean? Like I'm not racist. Like, he starts conversations that gets people thinking and maybe trying to change. Like, think about his I'm Not Racist, right? And his I'm Not Racist, in the end, it ended with a hug, right? Which, at the end of the day, I feel like that needs to happen. I feel like if you're white and you're black and you guys, like, you know, I feel like society needs to just sit down together and speak about, hey, this and that, this is what we feel like, or this is what we feel like, and just get each other's point of view instead of dissing each other. So I like Joyner for his creativity and his subject matter when it comes to his original songs. That's not the reason I love Joyner, though. Reason I love Joyner, and I don't know if you all would agree with this or not, because I know he's a big fan of this guy as well. I love Joyner. He reminds me so much of fucking Lil Wayne when it comes to his remixes.
Yeah.
Like, he takes somebody's song and makes it his fucking own, destroys it. And, like, nobody has gotten me that hyped for a remix song ever since Lil Wayne, bro.
Yeah, I really thought that he was going to keep doing it, though. He stopped.
No, he keeps doing it because he's done Bank Account. He's done the
Gucci Gang, which
Gucci Gang. He also did the Look Alive. He's also done DNA. He's also done he's done plenty of remixes. It's
yeah,
you just started getting into it.
I mean, like, drop like a mixtape with all the beats from the hottest singles right now. And
Yeah, he could do that. Yeah, that's what I would love him to do.
I feel like you're taking too long, bro. Like your window of opportunity is closing every day. And then if you drop it when it's nobody cares anymore, then what's the point? You're right back to making something that's hot, but no one cares.
Yeah, I feel like if he took like maybe like a month to work on maybe 14,
Yeah,
12
like
songs of
pure
remixes. But I feel like this is the
drop
thing,
them.
right?
Just drop them. Just as soon as they're done, drop.
But here's the thing. So when Joyner with his right now he's working on an album with Chris Brown, the joint album
And I feel like that's fucking
collaboration.
him.
No, I think his songs with Chris Brown are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, but like I feel like that's taking too long. Like
It is taking too long because the way he drops his videos, they go with the song, you know, and I don't think he's taking too long because let's look at it, right? So Joyner Lucas, if we look at it, right, he dropped the let's see the music videos. Let's go to his music. He dropped damn, how come it's not showing me here? He dropped Look Alive remix 2 months ago. And then he dropped his Joyner Lucas and Chris Brown I Don't Die 2 weeks ago. But there's another song. How come I can't find it? That he did with Chris Brown. It's Joyner Lucas featuring Chris Brown. They did another song. What happened?
Why Chris Brown?
They were okay. Stranger Things drops 2 months ago. So it took him from 2 months, not even 2 months, and then 2 weeks ago. So it took him a month and a half to drop another song in another video, original with Chris Brown. So I don't think it takes that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then why am I not hearing him as much about him at least as much?
I don't know. Like I just know every time Joyner drops a freaking song, I get hyped up, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like what would work for him best, in my opinion, is this after this project with Chris Brown, if he did a pure mixtape of remixes like Lil Wayne did back in the day. Because if you guys don't listen to Lil Wayne, or you guys are young enough, I mean, if you guys are younger age and you guys don't remember Lil Wayne would drop a fucking mixtape weeks to a month before his album dropped, which was genius, right?
Yeah. Every album had a mixtape.
Yeah, like the way that Lil Wayne would do
always
it.
be a dedication.
Yeah, like the way that Lil Wayne would do it was like, oh, something happened, the album can't be dropped. But instead, I'm Sorry for the Wait came out. Right?
Yeah.
And
I
it was all planned out.
The other day. Classic.
Yeah, and it was all planned out. It's like you hype up the people with these remixes, and then you drop your album right after. And I feel like that would fucking work for Joyner, just because like the numbers don't fucking lie. He murders the remixes. Everybody gets to talking about Joyner whenever he does a remix. You have the Look Alive 10 million views 2 months ago. You know what I mean? You have his bank account 28 million views. Gucci Gang 39 million views. You know what I mean? Who else? Like, what else has he done? I know he's done Panda Remix 9.6 million views ago. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like his remixes would definitely put more light on him. So that's just me, though, personally speaking. What do you think about it? You think that's a good plan?
I think that's the Lil Wayne plan.
Yeah, it's a Lil Wayne plan.
He's trying to recreate it in a more modern age.
That's
and
definitely
nobody like Lil Wayne anymore. But I feel like the only reason that wouldn't work is because how quickly these new rappers are dropping albums / mixtapes. Like, when's the last time you heard of a rapper really dropping a real mixtape? It's like these mixtapes that they're dropping now. They called them mixtapes. Bro, these are albums, bro.
Give me a second. Who is it? No hable, papi, espera, estoy grabando. No está aquí. So that was my dad interrupting. But yeah, no, like
Young Thug drops a mixtape, and this thing has like fresh beats, production from these high producers. This is an album,
right?
This isn't the mixtapes that I grew up with. And now I feel like mixtapes don't exist anymore because all these rappers want to do is drop albums. Called them mixtapes, so if it flops, it was a mixtape. It wasn't my album.
I agree with you right here. Like, I feel like mixtapes are not what they used to be from when I was
in high
school.
Not at all, dude.
But it's not. I don't think it's for the reason you're saying. It could be for the reason you're saying, but I feel like it's because all these rappers are worried about profiting So they
Yeah.
don't want to take their time working on remixes. And dropping a remix, right? It takes time to make a song, whether it's a remix or an original. It takes time, and I feel like these people want to benefit from the money. But I feel
Exactly.
like the
Just
way
make
they're not seeing it
not getting
is
paid.
like, exactly, like,
Exposure.
I mean, okay, Montana 300. Have you heard him?
No.
He actually um tweeted something that he was gonna release a remix to this song that was going on. I forgot the name of the song, but it was just recently. Um, and then he's like, once I raise, he literally started a GoFundMe. He's like $15,000. I'll drop the remix. And people went fucking crazy about it. And then he's like, he tweeted out, he's like, I'm not gonna waste my time that I can in my bars and my lyrics on something that I can't profit when I'm busy working on an album.
Exactly.
Which is true. I completely agree with him, but I don't agree with him trying to sell the remix for 15,000.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Lil Wayne dropped all this free music and didn't make a dime off of it, but it reflected back on his album sales, right? Like,
Exactly.
he still went platinum somehow, even though in the age where going platinum is literally impossible.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel.
He didn't do it through streaming either. He did it with physical sales.
Exactly. Which is even harder now. Like,
yeah,
I think,
which was harder. Which today it's impossible, but back then it was hard.
now I'll say this with Logic and Joyner, I feel like Logic will sell more physical sales, right? I feel like he would. I feel like he's more marketable. Marketable. I can't even say the word, but marketable. He's more marketable than Joyner Lucas in my eyes, and just because he has a strong loyal fan base, I feel like he will always sell more physical copies and physical albums than Joyner Lucas could. It just sucks because I honestly,
do people still buy physical copies like that?
I mean, right now, I think it's at an age where selling 17,000 copies in your first week is fucking good. When back then it was 100 to 200,000 was good.
Yeah, but now you got people like X that sell 100,000 the first week and just for streaming, and you got people like Post Malone going platinum just off of streaming.
You're right. Just off of streaming, but streaming wise, they don't make that much money.
Make it seem like
streaming wise, you get
a lot of money.
No, you get you get a fraction of a penny per stream.
Well,
it depends on who you are, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
And how big it goes, but you don't make as much as physical.
I actually Googled this, and I want to see how much they get paid. The artist gets paid like 0.04.
0.04?
No. Yeah, no. 0.004. So a fourth of a cent per stream.
Exactly.
Now times that by 1 billion.
Okay, you're right. But how many rappers hit billion streams?
Bro, a lot. Drake, Post Malone, a lot of people do, bro.
Well, somebody just said Eminem is one of the few physical sales gods today. Eminem, I think, is still the number one rapper when it comes to selling albums.
Just because of his name, like people refuse to accept that he fell off.
Yeah.
Like, and it hurts me. It really does hurt me because I grew up listening to Eminem, and it hurts me to see him release this garbage, bro.
I wouldn't call it garbage. I wouldn't call it garbage.
Pure shit, bro.
No.
It is complete and other shit. Compared to what this man used to make, this is you're shitting in my face.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, and I spoke of this about one of my reactions that I did on his new songs and stuff. People are calling it garbage because they're comparing Eminem to the old Eminem. Just don't compare it at all. Just listen.
Well, then he devolved. He's not. That's not who I became a fan of.
Okay, and that's completely fine.
That guy, not this guy.
That's completely fine to say that he's worse than what he used to be, but to call his music now trash?
Oh, it's trash, bro.
I agree to disagree.
Bro, if you go back and listen to Eminem interviews and Eminem whatever.
It's not trash, though. It's not what it used to be.
See this man today? He said everything that everything that got him to be the god that he is today. He's doing now. Everything that he said, I'm not going to do because I'm the best, he's doing today.
You're right.
You can call it maturing. You can give yourself whatever excuse you need to still like Eminem. But it hurts me that this man refuses to make good music. It's like he's refusing to make good music, bro.
He's still making good music, though. He's still listen. I feel like
Bro,
this. No,
really, bro?
we need to stop talking about
Really,
Eminem
bro?
because this could literally be another podcast that we just talk about Eminem for sure, 100. And I think I want to do that. But for next week's podcast, guys, what I want to bring to the table is new rappers versus old rappers. And I just want to get into that. I feel like there's so much that can be said from like why they're doing it or how they're doing it. I feel like it's so much that can be said. I don't know if UL will be joining me next week. That's up to him. Um, if not, we'll have somebody else in here. But yeah, I would like for you all to come back just because like you guys see he's calling Eminem trash music now. I don't agree. We're not gonna agree on a lot of things when it comes to like the podcast. So I feel like that would work. So
Yeah, just I get heated because I really like him. I really loved Eminem. So to see him make this, it just hurts me because I know he's better than this.
yeah, but it's not trash though. I will
Oh,
admit it's not the old Eminem, but it's not trash.
bro, he made a song with Ed. None of the there's no rappers featured on that album.
That's okay.
I think what happened to Eminem was Skylar Grey came into his life, and ever
What?
since then,
No, hold on.
everything
Are you talking about I Need a Doctor?
so bad.
Are you talking about I Need a Doctor?
No, I'm talking about My Bicycle. Have you ever heard that song, My Bicycle?
I haven't. I haven't.
Okay, well, Eminem has a song with Skylar Grey called My Bicycle,
I'm
and
gonna have to
that's
look
when
it
his
up.
career went down the drains.
I'm gonna have to react to that song.
it's
I'm gonna have to react to that song because I've never heard that song in my
a
life.
song about bicycles, bro.
Okay.
So hard, so good.
I'm gonna listen to it, right? I'm actually not gonna react to it. I'm just gonna watch it after this. I'm not gonna react to it. I'm just literally gonna watch it. But guys, I think I'm gonna end the live stream here for the podcast. Where we literally wanted to do 30 minutes. It got to an hour and 11 minutes. Do me a favor though, guys. Subscribe to UL. YouTube.com UL Rex is right underneath his picture. He does like great content and it makes you think. He's creative with his content, right? So it's not just reactions. He's actually creative, does jokes, things like that. Go subscribe to him, man. Show him some love. Um, anything you want to say, UL?
If you subscribe to me and you like write comments like "Logic is good," Eminem doesn't suck, I'll allow it. I'm not gonna fight with you. You can go on my channel, dislike all my videos. That's fine. Just, but you should go there though. Like you should.
Yeah. And then Shatter Film said, end of argument, Joyner is better than Logic. I'll end the argument with saying that I prefer Joyner over Logic. I feel like the beef is stupid. I feel like they either need to make the beef better or just completely drop the beef. That's just my opinion.
I think they should keep it going because it's helping both of them at the end of the day get promotion.
I guess, but they need to up it a level. Because
Yeah, right. Like they should really start going. I'm sorry, they should really start going at each other's throats.
Right, the beef is one-sided, like Ika said. I feel like the
Yeah.
beef is one-sided. I don't feel like Logic has beef with Joyner. I feel like Joyner has beef with Logic.
And then again, I feel like the only reason, like you said earlier, the only reason Logic isn't responding is because Joyner doesn't have as big as like he's not going to gain anything from it.
Right.
There's no point of responding. While Joyner has every intention to make Logic respond, like he's going to benefit the most.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, thanks for everyone who stopped by. For next week, I'm gonna try to find a place on the actual live stream where you'll see the chat. That way, for those who are watching later on after the live stream, they can see it. I'll keep you guys updated on what time I will be live next Sunday. That way, you guys know. And thank you guys for coming out and your opinions and everything. Hope you guys enjoy these podcasts because I definitely want to do these. And it's going to get to a point that I'm actually going to be calling people on Discord. So join the Discord server. It's down in the description because I want to be able to have you guys on the call and have you guys talk about it too. So yeah, thanks to you all for stopping by. Go subscribe to him, show him some love. And thanks to everybody stop by. And we'll see you guys next week with another podcast. Hashtag 6speaks whenever this goes live on the channel. It'll be live tomorrow morning. So do a hashtag 6speaks on the comments. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bow.